What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan Turford, and it's Monday, which means I've got a new week of Let's Plays for you. This week, we're starting off the week pretty strong here, if I may say so myself. Being a huge hockey fan that I am, we are playing Blades of Steel. Now, Blades of Steel was an arcade game released by Konami in 1987. It was later ported to the NES in 1988, which is when this came out. Very, very unique take on hockey, given the fact that it was a Japanese company creating a hockey game. Kind of weird, because, you know, Japan isn't really known as this giant hockey-loving country like we are here in North America, or even in Europe, where hockey is huge as well. So we're going to dive into Blades of Steel. Or what he said, you know. You might hear me say that one or two times, given the fact that it's a very iconic opening to the game itself. So we're going to jump into a couple exhibition matches, whatever we can cram into an hour or so anyways. So I'm going to sort of jump into the college level, mainly because I haven't played this game in a while. Really, the last time I played it was on my extra live stream. This game is a lot of fun to play with two players if you have one. Unfortunately, Mr. Monokuma here is not very good at playing hockey games or video games in general. He's good at being in video games, but playing them is a different matter. So we're going to jump in here now. We have our allotment of teams. Now, this game wasn't licensed by the NHL, so even though it's got all these cities here, the colors do not necessarily match up with the teams that we've got here. Also, what the hell, where's my Calgary? Because I don't know if you knew this, ladies and gentlemen, but the Calgary Flames, my favorite NHL team. I'm a big, like I said at the beginning here, I'm a pretty big NHL fan, pretty big hockey fan in general, and Calgary is my team. And the fact that you can't play them here makes me sad. So what I'm going to do to compensate, I don't want to play Edmonton because of the fact that, number one, they're green for some reason, and number two, we don't like Edmonton. I mean, that's the way Calgary works. You either are sort of on one side or the other when it comes to hockey anyways. And the rivalry is actually pretty big between those two teams. So we won't play as Edmonton. We might play against them so you can see their ugly green jerseys, though. By the way, the player weightings are in no way the same as they are in the NHL either. So, I mean, all of these teams are basically the same, except for they're just palette swaps of each other for the most part. So what we'll do... And I started out, well, I live in Toronto. That's where we're filming right now, where we live in Toronto. So I'm gonna play as Toronto, and despite the fact that I'm not a huge Leaf fan, sorry, I'm just not. So who should we select? I think we want to play Edmonton. Why? Because their jerseys are really ugly. And plus, come on, we don't like Edmonton. The music, by the way, in Blades of Steel is so good. Funny thing, if you play the arcade version, the music is totally different. They're very similar songs, but for the most part, it's just... Ugh. Yeah, the music in the arcade version, not nearly as good as some of the stuff we're listening to here, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to do a College League exhibition match between Toronto and Edmonton. Look at how many people are there. It's a lot of people. So, basically, in Blades of Steel, in case you've never played it before or you're not familiar with it, you basically control everything. You control all the players, you control the goalies. If you run into people, you'll fight them. It's really, really easy to lose the puck or get scored on like that. Like I mentioned, if they shoot from mid-ice, the time that it actually switches to you controlling the goalie, sometimes it's just too late and you're kind of screwed. So... 1-0 Edmonton. By the way, you can get into some pretty high-scoring games in this game. It's like we're playing frickin' baseball or something. Woohoo! We scored! First goal of the Let's Play. So, tied 1-1. By the way, look how ugly those Edmonton jerseys are. They're green and yellow. It looks so awful. I mean, they're kind of reminiscent of the Minnesota No Stars jerseys. But even those look way cooler than these ones. Like, I actually kind of missed the Minnesota North Stars jersey. I used to think they were actually really cool. No! Oh! Well, see, there you go. That's the problem with this game. Again, but since you have to control the goalie, A lot of times the goalie control doesn't switch to you in time, so you just get scored on sometimes. Definitely, if you're watching an NHL game, it is so rare to see a goalie scored on at center ice, for God's sake. But in this game, it's actually more of a common occurrence than I would like, anyways. Like here, I'm sort of at the mercy of, are my players going to come and save me eventually? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Woohoo! And we tied the game. It's now 2-2. Yeah, part of the problem with the goalie as well is since you can't control any of the other players, it's up to the AI to really steal the puck or for the goalie to hold on to it. And unfortunately, sometimes they get a bunch of rebounds on you and it goes in, and there's only so much you can do. By the way, I love the fact that the Edmonton players totally look like mutants as well. Because of the fact that they themselves are also green, along with the uniforms. Hit the pass! I love the sound effects in this game. Oh, motherfucker. There are actually, in the arcade version of this game, there are actually way more sound effects than there are in the home console version, but that was just due to the NES's limitations, really, as a console. Especially at the time that this came out, because this came out the year before the Ninja Turtles arcade game came to NES. So, for the most part, they were experimenting with all this stuff, but at the time, the only way to get the experience with a lot of voices was if you went to the arcade and played a game there. Unlike now, where we just take for granted the fact that there are voices in every game. Man, we're going a long time without scoring. I think I have to stop being too cute. I'm being too cute with the puck. No! Oh, so close. That was a good exchange anyways. I like how we were going all out there. God, this period's almost over too. We've got 4 minutes left. Yeah! Alright, we tied it. Again, every time they score on us, we just gotta keep coming back. And eventually we'll get one on them. Also, this game was made back when the NHL still had ties, so as a result, if you go to overtime, there are ties in this game. You can have a tie game. Rather than going to a shootout or overtime. Oh, so close. No. Oh, thank God. And period over. We almost got scored on too. But it's still a tie game. It's still 3-3. No shot clock or anything like that. But we got some rad music when everyone comes out. Later this week on the podcast that I co-host, which of course if you want to check out the deets for that, they're all in the description below. I listed off my top 10 favorite NES soundtracks, and Blades of Steel is actually one of them. Not because mostly because it keeps it simple, because there aren't a ton of complex tracks on this, but they're all pretty memorable, and they're catchy as fuck, so they will totally just get in your head. It's awesome. I mean, I love the sound effects as well, but the music is just really good. And now we got our first fight between a couple of mutants. We got a blue guy and we got a green guy. Boom! We won the fight. So basically, when you win a fight in this game, all you do is you knock down the other player and get possession of the puck. It's basically your way of checking in this game. And of course, I had forgotten that we switched sides, so I went the wrong way. By the way, there are no penalties in this game at all, or any real punishment for fighting and then winning. You get a punishment for losing, you fall over. But... oh, so close. Come on. There we go. God, it's like we have Felix Potvin in net or something. Felix Potvin, by the way, classic 1990s Toronto Maple Leafs goaltender. Of course, oh man, now it's more like we have Cujo, who probably, out of all the Leaf goaltenders, he's probably my favorite. I mean, for the most part, I grew up in an age where the Leafs were terrible almost every single year. They would make the playoffs, and when they made the playoffs, they were okay, but Curtis Joseph was really one of probably the last great Leaf goaltender we had. And boom! We scored again. Tied it up. Again. All we got to do is get one extra one on these guys, and I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, Curtis Joseph, probably my favorite Leafs goaltender. Mainly because, surprisingly, I don't follow the Leafs before I was born. So, and there we go. We scored again, so I think this is the turning point. I think this is where we're going to start to turn it around a bit. For once, we finally have the lead halfway through the fucking game. Come back here. Come on. Hit the pass. Oh, where the fuck was that going? And why were my players just standing there? Oh! They tied it up. My goaltender is very, very upset. He's like... oh, so good. I miss games like this. I miss having an arcadey hockey game like this, because the NHL series was a very much an arcadey experience, and then because there was also 2K back in the days while also making hockey, and they were making more of the sim hockey games while EA was doing, you know, awesome stuff like this. Not as arcadey as something like Blades of Steel, but something very, very arcadey, like something that we don't really get from them anymore. And now, ever since since like NHL 2003 was the first time they started to go really serious, and then ever since then they haven't really looked back. I kind of miss the arcade hockey experience, because actually pick 'em and play arcade hockey is so fun to play anyways. Like Blades of Steel, yes, it's fun to play against the computer, but if you have someone else to play with, this game is so fucking fun. Like I said, I kind of wish I had someone else to play with on camera with you guys. And there we go. So, second period over. We're going into intermission, and this is awesome. I'm going to sort of stay quiet during this, because these are always really awesome. 1, 2, thwack, scree. Oh, I'm supposed to keep saying scree. Scree. Nice shot. By the way, these intermission videos actually change as well. There are a couple different ones, including some ads for classic Konami games on the NES. It's just so cool to look back on some of these. Alright, here we go. Third period. Let's see if we can beat these guys. Woohoo! And we're up a goal. Something the Leafs are not very good at. Keep taking the leads in games. Six to 5. By the way, that's a score you don't ever really see in hockey, in case you guys don't watch hockey. Oh, it's so hard to aim when you're that close to the goalie in this game. Or I should say, it's a lot easier for him, I find, to pick up the puck. Fight! God damn, this guy's got my number. Not even close on that one. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so they tied it up again. Those ugly Edmonton Oilers. Well, I guess they're not really the Oilers. They're the Edmonton... ugly Edmonton Green guys, I guess. Let's go with that. There we go. No, stop passing it back to the goalie. Nope. Oh, so close. Off the post. Come back. I'm afraid the one-timer does not work in this game. It just doesn't. Unless you're playing a human opponent, there's not really any type of tricky moves you can sort of do against these guys. And you can't really deke or anything like that in this game, so... There, we just came out... I think this strategy works better. You just come out swinging and you're going to knock him down. Oh no! With 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, they've taken the lead. This isn't good. We can do this, guys. I swear. Alright, it all comes down to this. Oh no! By the time I got control of the goalie again, it was too late. Alright, so I think we may have lost this one. We got 1:22 to tie this up. But it looks like we might not be able to do that. We can't even pull the goalie in this one to get the extra man. I'm sorry. Oh no. And the game is over. So there's nothing worse than losing to Edmonton. Let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, doo, doo, boom, 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 boom. And of course we skate off and they get to skate around like cool guys. God, it's like they just won the Stanley Cup or something because they beat Toronto. Alright, so we're going to jump into another game, and hopefully we'll have better luck this time. Definitely if we win this one, we're going to definitely go for a third one to get redemption against Edmonton. But this time we're going to play as different teams. So, this time, I'm going to play as Minnesota. Why? Because they're purple. Don't ask me why they're purple, they just are. And of course, the Battle of M's, we're going to play against Montreal. Now, luckily, it's not the Montreal Canadiens from the 1980, like the late 80s, or else we'd be in some serious trouble. But I mean, the Minnesota North Stars really weren't that bad in the late 80s either, so I think we'd probably have a fair shot. Alright, let's do this. So we're basically purple and like beige. Kind of weird team colors. Montreal is literally just orange with even like reddish orange, I guess. Man, this guy's just skating around in a circle. He knows my weakness. Center ice shots. Oh, fuck. And they score. So, again, not off to a great start, but it's been a tight game so far. Oh, that was a terrible pass. Alright, so we're going to try our strategy again. We're just going to come out swinging. There we go. Boom, knocked him down. Come on, guys. Jesus. Now, you know what would be awesome, that I wish would happen, but that I know it will never ever happen. Since Konami isn't making too many console games anymore, I kind of wish there was a Blades of Steel pachinko machine. I kind of want to, like, there's just part of me that just wants to know what that looks like. Because I'm guessing it would just look so, like, awful. But, I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to see something like that? I mean, now, talking about Konami for a second, I'm actually kind of sad because there are a lot of great Konami franchises like Blades of Steel, like Contra, like Castlevania that I kind of wish that if they're not going to make them into games, I kind of wish they would sell the IPs off to people. Like, Blades of Steel, for example, could be the revival of like a new arcade hockey series. Since EA has really gone away from that, I think that something like that would be cool. Even if it was just like a downloadable game, it doesn't even necessarily need to be NHL licensed. It could be something like this where it's just totally off the wall. I mean, yes, it would be less appealing without the NHL license, but I mean, something like this would just be so awesome. Because the last arcade hockey game we really got was NHL Blitz, which came out when the PS2 launch. I believe that's when that came out. Like, we haven't really had any. Sorry, not NHL Blitz, NHL Hits. NFL Blitz was the football series. I kind of wish we had something like that again, though, because I really do miss playing arcade hockey like this. I mean, it's not like NHL 94 where you have the puck and you skate into the goalie and you score, but I mean, something like this would be really awesome. But even it shudders when I shudder when I think of like what a pachinko machine based off of Blades of Steel would look like. Like, it just looks so weird. Especially when you go to Japan, because like I mentioned, when you go to Japan, you don't see hockey stuff anywhere because they're not, as far as I'm aware, they don't really watch hockey. If they do, it's not a very big sport. Not like baseball or something where... fun story, when I went to Hiroshima, when I asked what's cool to do in Hiroshima, the main answer I got from people was, oh, the Hiroshima Carps are the big thing in town. You should go see the Hiroshima Carps because they're the official baseball team of Hiroshima. It's kind of crazy. They love their baseball out there. Oh no! God, this is a low-scoring affair. They're kicking the crap out of us. Maybe it's just the purple jerseys. Maybe they're unlucky. Actually, the main reason I chose Minnesota was when I lost the first game in my Extra Life tournament, Let's Play Blades of Steel. I picked Minnesota and came roaring back, and I think I beat the opposing team like 8-3 or something crazy like that. So I kind of was hoping for something similar here, but I just can't put a puck on Montreal's net. And look, that's the third one there. This isn't looking so well for the Minnesota purple dudes, I guess. Look, sorry, not 3 goals, 2 goals. Holy shit, this is a low-scoring game of Blades of Steel. This is like an actual hockey game. Like, holy crap. This never happens in Blades of Steel. And like even when you have two human-controlled players, really. Oh, it's like they have Patrick Waugh back there or something. Because Montreal has always been known for great goaltenders, whether it's Carey Price or Patrick Waugh or Jose Theodore, like whoever you want to throw in there, they're all good. There we go. We squeaked one by whatever godlike creature is in the Montreal net right now. Holy Jesus. The game, we are 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from the second intermission, and we finally scored our first goal. It's pretty incredible. Oh, no! That was a bad pass. I shouldn't have passed there. And there we go. So, second intermission. So we got another video coming up. Let's see if it's something different, because it's totally random. Are you ready? Oh, and this is, by the way, this is me controlling this. It's so cool. Boom! Blam! Contra! Blam! Jackal! What an exciting game! Fantastic graphics! Awesome music! All your friends will want it! Konami! Oh man, so it's like just classic NES games. Those things are so cool. Alright, we're ready to start the third period. Let's see if we can take it home for Minnesota. Maybe we can score a goal. Oh my god, yes! So good. Alright, so now the score is tied 2-2 in the third period. God, look at that score. It's so... Again, it's like a real hockey game that like never happens in Blades of Steel when you play it. Oh. Basically, when you go into the fight mode, if you don't jam the buttons fast enough, then you get knocked over. And look, they've taken the lead once again. Let's see if we can take it back. So, basically, as soon as you get in a fight, you basically just have to jam on the button. And sometimes, if it catches you by surprise, you'll get knocked over. So, face off. Hit the pass. Yeah! Trickled in off the goalie's pads. You're damn right he's got to be pissed about that. I mean, I'd be pissed too if I was the goaltender on that. I feel like this is the period we're going to go all out. Oh, that was a shitty pass. Come on. There we go. Don't want to get no rebounds. Yeah! Alright, so we are finally up a goal. The scary part is we've already scored more goals in this period than we scored in the entire rest of this game. Face off. Fight. Ah. Oh. He just cleaned my clock. Holy shit. Come on, get back there and get... Oh, no. I just left it wide open there. That was bad. That was bad news bears on my part. Alright, 4-4. Come on, we can do this. Oh no! You knocked me over. Oh, the shock blocking. The Montreal shot blocking in this game is fucking killing me. Like, no wonder we're told I'm like behind, or this has been such a low scoring game. Like, look at that. The shot blocking is so good. Oh, no. Oh, man. No! Oh, I saw that one coming a mile away and just couldn't move in time. Now they've got a commanding lead of 2 goals. Or 1 goal, sorry. But no lead is safe. Not in this third period. No, sir. I mean, it's not like we're playing against like the 2006 Anaheim Ducks here or something like that. We're playing against the Blades of Steel Montreal Canadiens equivalent, whatever the college level Montreal team is in this game. Oh. I almost got out of the way of the puck there. Yeah! Alright, so we're tied again with 2 minutes left in the game. I think we can do it. I think we can beat these guys. We just gotta score 1 more, and I think we can do it. That was a good shot block right there. I thought I was going to have to make the save. Oh! And there we go. So, you know what? Nobody wins. It's a tie game. Because, you know what? Tie game... Oh! Oh, shit. I forgot there's a shootout mode in this game. It's been so long. I haven't seen it in forever. There we go. We got 1. Why do I have a feeling the controls for this are going to be bad? I literally just had to stand there. Alright, let's see if I can get him this time. I wonder if you can change the trajectory mid-air. No, well, yeah, I think you have to press it before a certain time. Okay. Yeah. He got out of the way of that puck for me. Thanks, Mr. Goalie. Oh. I keep pressing to the side, but I guess I'm not getting the timing down. What? That somehow went in? Wow, that's crazy. Alright. Let's just stand here. Now, I thought he was gonna go straight that time, but fuck, okay. I have to save this one. I can't let them score this time. Oh, it went over my head. So it looks like Montreal wins in the shootout. Alright. You know what? I want some redemption. We're going to play one more game. We're going to play against Edmonton. We're not going to play as Toronto. Why? Because the Leafs suck. And we're not going to play as Toronto again. I think we're going to play as Vancouver, actually. Blades of Steel. Alright, one more. So we're going to keep playing college. We're going to go Vancouver. We're going to play against Edmonton again. We're going to beat those bastards in those green jerseys. Let me tell you what. Although the Vancouver jerseys aren't much prettier, but they're closer to the real thing, I guess. Because back at that time, Vancouver was wearing orange jerseys with the flying V, which is basically a V that goes like this on the front of their jersey. So they're kind of right, I guess. Of course, this means that we're playing as orange people as opposed to yellow people. Fuck. Alright, I didn't get the buttons down quick enough. Oh. Look at those pads. The pads basically meld into the goalie's body. Like, basically the whole front of his body is, like, the same. It's crazy. Yeah! Alright. We tied it up. By the way, I'm genuinely excited right now. I really miss this game. We're playing just a really, really simple hockey game like this. Like, I kind of wish I had, like, NHL 94 or something I could bust out right now as well. Oh, no. Well, you can't win them all, right? Face off. He just wants to let you know that you're doing a face off. Oh, so close. Man, Vancouver just they're faring better than Minnesota, but I feel like they're also have a similar problem as they can't aim worth shit. But at least the goaltending's good on our end. And at least they don't have the shot blocking that, say, the Montreal had when we played them. Oh, that could have been bad. Oh, I got out of the way of that. We're not doing so well in our rematch. I still think we can do it though. We've been in direr straits before. Oh man, I'm getting my ass kicked. All right, we gotta focus. We gotta limber up. We can do this. We can teach these Edmontonians a lesson. I think the main problem here is we don't have Calgary to back us up. Even if the Calgary Flames aren't a great team this year, they've always been sort of in the mix. Again, they suffer from a lot of the same problems the modern Leafs have, where they haven't really had like a good core that has always fit. Like, we had a Ginla, sure, but I mean, for the most part, we didn't really have a great supporting cast for him besides him and Mika Kiprasov. I think we're really our two our backbone. We never had like a surrounding core that really stabilize them the way that other big teams like Chicago do, or LA or Anaheim before this year, because Anaheim, in case you haven't been paying attention this year, has sort of fallen off a rock. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy. I don't know. Calgary, like, I come from a family of Leafs fans, so it's kind of, and I live in Toronto, so you would think that I would be a Leaf fan, but I don't know. Like, I lived in Calgary as an adult, and I lived there for a good year and a half, and while I was there, I got to see the Flames a lot, more than I'd really seen any other hockey team in person before. And I don't know, there was something about the Flames that really, really stuck with me, because I didn't really get back into hockey until I was in 8th grade. It was really sort of when I started to get back into it again. So I was really trying to find a team that I identified with, because it was definitely not the Leafs, and definitely not the Montreal Canadiens or anything like that. Woohoo! We scored! So it really took a long time before I really found a team that I myself really gravitated towards, and that's definitely the Flames, and it really has been ever since, like, 1999, which is a long-ass time when you think about it. I mean, I am pretty old myself, but, I mean, come on. Let's be real here. But yeah, like, I really wasn't into hockey until then, but now, like, I'm basically permanently attached to hockey, because every single year since 2001, Yahoo runs these fantasy pools, and me and my friends from high school have actually been doing it every single year since then, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm the commissioner of the league now, so I'm pretty into it. I mean, I was mildly when it first started, because that's when I was sort of really getting back into hockey, but now I'm all in. I'm totally ready to do this. And this year is sort of our 15th year anniversary, so it's been a lot of fun so far. But what are some of your favorite hockey teams, or who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year? It could be a lot of different teams this year. I mean, I'm still pulling for the Islanders, are a team that I think could do it, or even Montreal when everyone's healthy again, because they'll make the playoffs, even if they don't have a very good seeding, I don't think. Because I do think that they have some problems this year. But what do you guys think at home? I'd love to hear from you guys again. Just let me know in the comments below. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at Ryan Turford, just like the name of this channel. And by the way, while I was talking, we have amassed a giant comeback. We are now only down a goal, rather than letting 5 unanswered go against us in the first period. Face off. That's some good shot blocking. Alright, we've tied it. Yes. Oh, it's such a good feeling. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we can do this. Yeah, alright. Holy crap. So, Edmonton is sort of just... They've fallen off a truck here, because that's a lot of goals in a row. That's 5 unanswered, basically. They haven't scored on me this period, which is kind of crazy. Especially after last period, where I was just getting an ass whooping. I thought that I was very close to thinking that there was no way I was going to come back from this. Oh, I think he knows my weakness. Just go to center ice and shoot the puck from there. But I'm not going to let that happen. Oh, I just got creamed. Come on, get back. Yes. All right, we got the puck. What kind of pass was that? Jesus H. Christ. Hit the pass. Oh! Center ice once again. I literally got possession of the goalie basically like when it was like maybe 10 frames too late. Like I just held down literally as soon as I could and it still wasn't enough. I'm telling you, man, those shots from center ice are deadly. Oh, fuck, I moved out of the way. Oh, man. Alright, five minutes left to go in the second period. I can't let them totally complete the comeback here. We're only down by 1. And then we'll have another awesome second intermission video. Yeah! Alright, 7-7. Boom, 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 boom. Now this is more like an actual game of Blades of Steel where the scores are all over the frickin' place. Because, again, that last game we played against Montreal was nothing near what a real game of Blades of Steel is like. Especially if you have another player, because, like, back when me and my older brother Kyle used to play this all the time, like, when we were kids, at friends' places, like, we would get scores that were, like, way out there, like, frickin', like, 15 to 12 or something crazy like that. Like, numbers you wouldn't even really get in baseball, which is a higher scoring sport than hockey is. And by the way, we've taken the lead. It's now 8-7. We might go into the third period with the lead, which is definitely what we want to do here. Hit the pass. Oh, so close. And I thought that... I think I came out too far as the goalie because I thought I was on the arrow or close enough to it that I'd be able to intercept it, but I was just a tad off. No, don't pass it back to the goalie. What are you doing? Alright, so second intermission. So I got a little bit cocky there. We're now tied at least, so way better than the feeling we had going into the first. 1, 2, thwack. That's not 3. It's thwack. Scream. Nice shot. Konami. Jeez. There aren't too many people who are gonna thumbs up Konami these days. Let me be real here. I still love their NES games, so I mean I care less, but I'm still not too favorable even on Konami these days either. I mean, for God's sakes, I was describing what it would be like to have a Blades of Steel pachinko machine earlier. I think that's franchises they will probably is probably safe from ever having a pachinko machine. And by the way, we scored to take the lead. But like the only other one maybe is Jackal, because I mean there weren't any other Jackal games after the NES as well. It was an arcade game as well, like Blades of Steel was. In fact, almost all of Konami's NES games, like even Double Dribble and other ones like that, were arcade games first before they became NES games. They're one of the few publishers that, like, few big publishers on the NES that could really say that. Because for the most part, like, Capcom stuff, for example, was mostly only on NES. Like, some of it was on arcades, but, like, Street Fighter and other things, but, like, stuff like Mega Man was exclusive to consoles, whereas they're really the big first, third-party publisher that put all their stuff on arcades. Like, it always came to arcade first. Whew, I thought I wasn't actually going to get that. Oh, motherfucker, these guys are good at fighting. Oh, no. So close. That was also so close to going in the net. Fuck. Yeah, it like switched between the goalie and the other player, so that's kind of screwed there. It's crazy also looking back at this game as well, because this is sort of when this is actually when Konami had a sports game like franchise list where they actually did a bunch of different sports games. As I mentioned, they made Double Dribble. They had a baseball game as well. They did a lot of sports games back then. It's very strange. Like, it's not something you'd really see out of Konami these days, or even like modern Konami before their AAA development sort of went down. Again, EA snagged it pretty quick anyways. Alright, so now we're down by 1. We got 11 minutes to go. Still got plenty of time to take this back. I feel like this score is going to go back and forth a couple times. I love how we're doing really, really well on the face-offs now, though. That was a good shot block. Another good shot block. Come on. No, no, no! Oh! God damn. Alright, we're only down by 2. It's now 9-11. Like, Jesus Christ, that score. I love how the game knows sort of what side you're on and if you're close to the boards or not, because it actually just throws the boards in the background there. No! Also, one thing to note about the aiming, in case you're wondering why the arrow is so frantically going back and forth, is because it is automated, so you don't really have control over where you're shooting, which can be annoying. Alright, so we're down by 2. This is starting to look again like the first period. I have to stop the slide here. Damn it. I didn't even have a chance to fight him here. Fuck! Oh, jeez. I moved out of the way of the puck at the last second because I thought the arrow was going to go down just a bit more. Oh man, now they're clubbing me again. It's literally the same as the first period. So we got to get 4 goals in 5 minutes. It's possible, but yeah. All right, let's go. All right, comeback is going to start now. We're fine. It's now 10-13. We still got 4 minutes left. We can do this. If we just keep winning all the face-offs, I think we'll be okay. Face-off. I spoke too soon. Fuck, they're just playing a possession game. Alright, it looks like the comeback is not to be. We came really close, but I think we got a bit too cocky. But that's okay. I mean, we had a lot of fun, right? Like, holy crap, look at that score. Between the two of us, we scored 23 goals in 3 periods. That's kind of ridiculous. Especially, again, knowing hockey at all. Like, you're lucky to get... Because I think the highest scoring game tonight, anyways, was 7-3 for the Capitals, which is... sort of unheard of even, is to get 7 goals in one game on one team's side. So, anyways, that's going to do it for Let's Play. So, first of all, thanks again for watching, you guys. Again, we'll be back with more Let's Plays every day this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, including Mega Man 4. We're playing on Wednesday, so you don't want to miss that. As always, again, you can find me on Twitter at Ryan Turford. That's Turford, just like the channel. As well, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ryan Turford, where I stream games like Blades of Steel, which is in the other corner. There we go. As well as other MMOs and other things like that. But again, thanks for watching. My name is Ryan Turford. This has been youtube.com/Ryan Turford/Ryan Turford Plays, and we're out.